But we're not scouting right now. Scouting is not even important. Don't even need to scout right now. We just need to understand what is important and why do we do it. Like, what the hell? How do you even play StarCraft? That's what we're trying to learn right now. We're not learning about scouting. We're not learning about anything. So again, when the game starts, what is the priority? Getting your mouse in the middle of the screen, and then the second it says go, you click the command center and you hit make SCV, which is S. We're going to rally our first SCV down to the ramp and then re-rally the command center back to the main mineral line when the SCV spawns. The reason why is because the SCV literally spawns out of whatever side of the command center you tell it to go to, so it'll spawn here. So if you tell it to go here first, it spawns there, and it saves it time from having to run here to there. It saves you like 2 seconds. So now we're just right-clicking back on the mineral line, which is totally fine. We're just constantly producing SCVs. SCV is going to finish the depot. It's going to make our racks. We're going to pair the racks with a gas. Walling and bronze, you coward. Now, you need to learn how to do walls, okay? This is very important. Super important to learn how to do walls. And you can see a build grid as well around the depot. And you can see where it tells you is unbuildable terrain. It's the highlighted text now, or like the highlighted grid of like the yellow. So you want to line up your depot against this highlighted grid, or you can even move it over and see the red. You want to make sure you're definitely micromanaging that as best you can. Okay, we're going to put 2 SCVs on gas because our gas is done. And we're just making SCVs. Again, all we're doing is going 5, make SCV, 5, make SCV, 5, make SCV, 5, make SCV. And then now we can make marine. We can make a depot. We can make an orbital. And we can get ready to make our command center. So like this time, you guys are probably thinking to yourself, Vibe, didn't you make a command center first before a depot last time? And now this time you made a depot before a command center? Yeah, that's true. But again, that's not the priority right now. The priority is just producing out of your buildings the entire time. If you can do that, you're set. That is the goal.
Not enough minerals. Command center upgrade complete. Not enough minerals.
Okay. Fucking chat, you're ridiculous. Hey, we're gonna go ahead and lift off. We're gonna make a reactor now. Okay, and then again, we're gonna make gas number 2 when factory is done. Because we're doing a super defensive build. We're totally fine with just sitting back making units, like command centers and stuff. We're not going gas crazy because the build is super passive. We're just learning how to macro and be efficient.
Big job. SCV ready.
Okay, keep making SCVs. I see I have SCVs being made right there in the control group on the bottom. Okay, factory's done. So let's make another barracks. And let's make our second gas. We're doing this all in order of one building at a time, essentially. And then when the barracks is done, we're going to basically throw down our starport. Okay, let's go ahead and make this an orbital. Let's go ahead and start building our second wall here in front of our base. So again, we want to pair this. You don't want to ever do corner-to-corner blocks where, like, see how like the orange is to the bottom right of the green? You don't want to do that. You want to overlap by 1, because if you do this, your units can fit through the corner gap. I'm pretty sure that marine will fit through. SCV, I don't know why the SCV didn't fit through. Okay, this is an awkward one. I don't know what's up with this one. But generally speaking, normally, whenever you do corner-to-corner blocks, the units can squeeze through like Zerglings. And that's not good. That's how you die. That's how you literally lose the game. So overlap your walling spots by 1 little grid spot. Like, overlap by 1. So again, we're not going to go like that. So again, you don't want to do this. Because again, that's the problem. That's not a wall. That's just a glorified choke point. This is a wall because it has 1 overlap. That's a wall. So now the marine has to run around it. So keep doing that all the time forever. Like, always do that. First tank always goes high ground. Siege that bad boy in high ground. That way you don't die. Okay, we're just making SCVs. Keep making your wall. This helps a lot at keeping you safe as well if you get attacked by an all-in. It buys you time. It buys your units time to like shoot over the wall so that, you know, your opponent's units get thinned out before you even take the fight. Now let's go get stim pack going because we have enough gas to do it. So again, priority is units and then upgrades after. So as long as we have a unit being built out of all of our buildings, that is what we want to be doing. That's where it makes us happy. Makes us, you know, strong. Let's make another depot. Siege our tank behind the wall. Keep making units. We can go ahead and throw down our third command center because we have a lot of money. We have 400 minerals plus, so we can easily do it. And again,
Not enough.
all we're doing,
Add-on
as
complete.
the priority that you really need to understand is, we just keep producing out of our buildings. Your build does not have to be perfect. Everyone, I see people in chat already saying things like, you have this, you have that. It doesn't need to be perfect. You just need to keep making things the whole time. Keep making your SCVs. Keep making your Marines. Keep making tanks until you have 4 of them. Keep making medevacs. Like, keep producing. Don't stop. Okay. We can, our SCV is stuck on the outside, so we can pull it in and re-up, like take the depot down, bring the SCV in, then put it back up. We can make a couple more depots on the top of our mineral line. And now we have our third command center. We have all of our production going. We have our 4 tanks already made. We're just waiting. We're just waiting for the 4th one to spawn. And now our gas is going to ramp up a little bit because again we took it when our natural was fully saturated. So let's go ahead and add on a couple extra things now. Let's add on engineering bays for upgrades. And let's add on 4 more racks for more production for our base. In just a second, once we have a little bit more money again.
SCV ready. Yeah.
Okay.
SCV ready.
And we can put our last tank like right all over these rocks. Just kill the rocks really fast. And we'll put our last tank like right there. Okay. Get our upgrades. Let's go ahead and get a couple more racks. Get like 4 racks. Oops. 2 more racks. So notice how I didn't do a shift command here? I did not do a shift command. Now I can go like this. Green box. 4 SCVs that are right here. Hold shift, right click a mineral patch. And now they'll all go back to mining when it's done. Now I can control click one of these racks. Hit shift 4. And now it adds it into my control group of 4. Okay. And now we want to get blue flame. Let's get an armory. And let's start getting Hellions instead. And let's lift off this command center and send it over to my 4th base. Or my 3rd base. Let's take some SCVs that are oversaturated. Again, we don't want to be red. We want to be in the white because that's ideal saturation.
SCV ready.
Nice. And now we take a bunch of reactors. Okay, and now we keep making aliens.
SCV ready.
Okay, and now yeah, we
Rear with the gear.
we take our when we're at 16 out of 16,
Additional.
we're gonna be taking our gases at this base. Okay, we supply blocks. So again, you don't want to do that. Keep making depots. Start getting weapon upgrades for our vehicles to help our tanks kill stuff faster, and also help our Hellions kill stuff faster. Let's get smart servos as well as combat shields on our racks.
Additional
Keep
supply
producing.
depots required.
Keep making Hellions.
Additional
Keep
supply
making
depots
medevacs.
required.
Make a couple more depots.
I can't build here.
Research.
And
complete.
keep making SCVs. Siege this tank right there. Never siege. There we go.
Upgrade complete.
And again, our goal is like an 11-minute max, right? 11-minute max. It's very doable, I would say. Okay, we're maxed out here with SCVs, so now let's take gas. Correct SCV count we want to aim for is about 85, okay? 85 is what we want to aim for. Keep making worker, or keep making everything. We're looking for medevacs. We're looking for Hellions. We're looking for SCVs.
Additional supply depots.
Once smart servos is done, we will once again lift off this factory and put it on a reactor, and that'll be when we start getting ready to, if we want to make Marauders, because that'll be the remax can be Marauders. Yeah, let's go and lift off this command center, take a base, and never stop making command centers the entire time. Always try to have at least one being made over and over and over. How'd you know how many workers you have?
Mineral field.
So a good way you can know how many workers you have is if you mouse over in top right, it tells you total supply with total worker supply.
Research.
It tells you 116 army supply and currently 77 SCVs. Not max by 930. Yeah, we actually crushed it this time. We actually destroyed this build this time. I'm sorry, I did way too fast. We went way too fast. So I will actually try to slow it down again next game. I apologize. This was way too fast apparently.
Been waiting on you.
Okay. So now let's take a Marine. Let's A move, shift. What we're gonna do now is we're gonna grab a Marine, and we're gonna A move and shift A move every base on the map. Okay. So we're gonna A move, shift A move, click, hold shift, and just click bases. Same thing with this Marine right here. We're gonna A move, hold shift, click, 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 click. We just did it off the mini map. So now this Marine's being told to go there, to go there, to go there, and then to go there. So we're looking for any type of expansions our opponent could have, essentially.
Research complete.
Okay. Go ahead and get weapon upgrades. Go ahead and get upgrades here. Lift this off. Make another command center. Because again, we're just taking base after base after base after base.
Launch detected.
We're getting nuked right now. So there's a red dot on my army right now. If you don't move your army, you will get nuked. And a nuke will destroy you, as we're about to see. Everything will die. But if that happens, don't worry. Just hold the button down. Go ahead and remake your units. Go ahead and just hold down your buttons. So we're making medevacs. We're making Marines. We're making aliens. But remember, we're actually done with this because we're done with the tech lab. So let's lift this off. Let's put a reactor on that bad boy.
Command center
And let's go for more racks and more factories. So we'll make one more factory, one more starport, and then make like 10 more racks. Why are we doing this? Because
Mineral field
we just got
completed.
nuked. No, because we did it last game too. We want to go for about 20 production facilities.
Ready for dust off.
Mineral field depleted.
I can't build here. Roger.
Okay. SCV count currently at 84. So we're good to go on that. Keep making army, guys. You can remax really fast if you're on top of it. We're about to start 3-3. Let's go and drop some mules at one of our new bases.
Upgrade complete.
And let's go ahead and also grab any SCVs that are oversaturated.
Complete.
We can make another command center over here.
Nuclear launch detected.
Okay, we're getting nuked again. I don't know where, but if it happens again, it is what it is, right? If we get nuked again, we get nuked again. So how many production fields we got now? We actually got 22. Yeah, you nuked us on the base again. Okay, let's go ahead and A move towards that. Okay, and
Command center upgrade.
look at our SCVs, right? This is the thing we gotta fix. Grab some SCVs. Send these over. Put them over to new base. SCVs are good here. SCVs definitely not good there. Grab a lot of SCVs. Put them over. Okay, grab like 2 more. Send them over here.
Command center upgrade.
Okay, we're good.
complete.
We can take another command center and we can build it like at this
Add-on
base.
Upgrade complete.
And now we're gonna make like 4 or 5 tech labs. We're hitting X a few times. We can hold C now for the
Mineral field
reactors,
depleted.
for the barracks, and now we have all these barracks coming up for our production. So now the cycle is literally just making a bunch of Marines and Marauders, Marauders, Hellbats, and Medevacs. That's all we're doing. That is
Mineral
all we're
field
doing.
Depleted.
Okay. And we can make another command center again because we're making command centers constantly. Because now
Nuclear launch
we're
detected.
making orbital commands, guys. We're making orbital
Mineral
commands.
field
He's nuking me right here this time. This guy loves nukes. Let's go ahead and scan once here.
Add-on complete.
See what happens.
Ready for dust off.
So you can tell where he scans because of the red dot that flashes. I decided, you know what? Nuke me once, nuke me twice, not 3 times. Okay, I'm not tired of the nukes.
Unacceptable.
But guess what, guys? We're maxed.
Maximum supply.
We're maxed out.
Our
Even after getting
SCV
nuked, we're
has
remaxed because it's all about the remax. So now when all these units pop out, which is going to be in just a second,
Unacceptable command.
let's go ahead and A move towards him. So we know there's a base here. So let's go like this. A move, shift, A move, shift, A move, shift, A move, shift, A move. So we just A move the entire right side of the game right now. Okay, that is what we just did. Okay. And now we can grab some SCVs that are they're way oversaturated here. Let's grab these, move them to a new base,
Depleted.
move them down here or something, build a command center with it. If you move SCVs to a new base as well before the base is there, I'm actually going to say that that's totally fine. I'm not like, don't do that.
Field depleted.
Okay, so the army's engaging, right? The army's engaging. So let's hit select all army and let's hit stim pack once. We're just going to stim pack it once and let it just be because it's going to start the fight off and we're going to be good to go. Now watch the supply on top right. Let's remax repeatedly. So we're going to make medevacs. We're going to make hellions.
Acceptable command.
And then,
Maximum supply.
you know, that's nice. We're good on that. Now let's make the rest of it into Marines and Marauders again. Let's go ahead and make a weapon upgrade for our level 3 on not only bio but also on mech for level 3 mech weapons and also level 3 bio 3-3. Let's control F1 our idle SCVs. We can actually make another command center there for another orbital. Well, let's control F1 our SCVs, which grabs all idle SCVs. Go back to the main and grab a couple more because it's over. Send them down to the new base. And we're good. This base is over. Let's send them somewhere else. You guys, two of you can go there, and two of you can go here. What I did right there is I went like this. 4 selected, right click this mineral patch with all 4, shift click 2 out, click over here. And why did I do that? Because this base only needed 2 to be perfect. Okay. And now I'm remaxed again because I just held down the marine key. Okay. Vi, we didn't explain what the scan was. Detecting ghosts for any noobs that watch this. Okay. So, when I was getting nuked, there is a ghost. A ghost is the one who casts nukes in this game. A ghost has an ability called Cloak, where he has energy that slowly depletes over time, and he's invisible while it's on. And in StarCraft 2, you have things that are detection. Things that are detection for Terran specifically are a Raven is a unit that can fly around, and it's a detector that's mobile. It can like detect things as it flies around. You have missile turrets, which is a static defensive structure which sits in one spot, and it detects anything that comes near it. And then finally you have scan, which you can hit it on the field, and it has this big radius. Like notice how, look at the army that I have right here, okay? Notice how some of the units are flashing and some are not. It's because that's how far the scan's radius is. It's what it would be getting hit by the scan right there. So look at that marine that's kind of like by itself under the medevac on the left, very far left marine. See how it's not flashing? Now it's flashing. Now it's not flashing. Now it's flashing. That's how big the radius of a scan is. It's pretty large. And if a ghost is in this radius while cloaked, you'll reveal it while the scan's duration lasts, and you can kill the ghost. The scan's duration is 9 seconds as well. For those of you who don't know, and for those of you who don't know things, but you want to know things, but you don't know them right now, you can just mouse over it, and it tells you, oh, reveals an area of the map detecting cloaked and bird units last 9 seconds.
Mineral field depleted.
So we just got nuked again somewhere. It's coming. He just nuked all my SCVs here. This guy's a dick. Now, if you lose a mineral line like that for any reason, look over top right. Just hold down the S key with all your command centers you just made, because you can fix it immediately. Make another command center and keep that going. Fix the economy. Okay, let's do it again. Let's A move his base. A move, shift A move, shift A move. That's it. Now control F1, grab idle SCVs. Grab some of these idle SCVs, or some of these inefficient SCVs. This base is good, this base is good, that base is good. Let's send them over here. Let's take like another base right there. And we can also take now an SCV and we can say SCV R click the next, or R click the command center, it will repair it. And we can hold shift and tell it to mine the mineral patch. So that way it'll mine minerals after it's done repairing the command center. Okay. Now we're getting in the fight, so let's go like this. Select the army, stim pack. Good stuff. Now let's make another round of Hellbat. Let's make another round of Medevac. And then any supply that opens now, Marauders and Marines. So Marauder, Marine. Grab some SCVs, send them over to a new base. We can make another command center again right there, and make another orbital command right here. Now, if you ever need money and you haven't done anything for a while, you can always do something like this. You can be like, hey, I'm going to drop a bunch of mules here. I like mules. Do you like mules? You're like, mules are great. You're like, yeah. And then he nukes it. And you're like, okay. But then some of the mules hadn't spawned yet, so they're still here. So we'll just drop more mules. And now we're good again. And now we nuke this again. So now let's just hold down the SCV button again for just a moment. And fix it.
Command center upgrade complete.
Because guess what? This is what macro is. It's allowing yourself to get kicked in the nuts, but then come back stronger. So look at our supply. We were at like, here, I'll cancel all this. Look at the supply. 134. Watch how fast our production can remax us. Okay, count it right now. 1945, right? Now, hold D, hold A, tab R, 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 tab D, 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 D. We're back to 190 within like a couple seconds. So super good. Really nice. Let's go ahead and see that ghost is attacking us right there. You can see the graphic of him right there. Let's go ahead and scan this. And he's dead. Okay. So now we're getting attacked by a big army of stuff. So let's take our army, A move down here, and hit Stimpack as soon as we get close, okay? So Stimpack right now. Forget about it. Who gives a fuck? Let's remake the command center while we're at it, because we need to macro. And then keep macroing while this happens. Just keep making units. Keep making units, guys. I'm maxed out the entire time. This is how you're supposed to play this game. You're supposed to macro priority over micro. I don't care what happens there, because guess what? If you micro it, you're fine. So let's now take our army that we just made and go like this. A move, shift, A move, shift, A move, shift, A move, shift, A move. Why are we doing that? So we can kill him. Like, we're maxed out. Let's go attack. So let's make this another planetary. Let's take another base down here. And what we're going to do here as well, we're building a command center with SCV. So we go build command center, hold shift, right click a mineral patch. That way, when he's done building a command center, he mines minerals. And now while the command center is being built, we can click it and hit shift 5. This command center, shift 5. Build another command center. Click it, shift 5. We just added all these command centers into our control group. Okay, our army's engaging some battle here, so let's go ahead and just Stimpack our boys. Fuck it. Go over there, guys. Get in the fight. Let's go for Hellbats. Let's go for Medivacs. Let's go for Marines. Control F1, grab all my idle SCVs, and then send them to a new base. Also, with this build, you want to run ideally on around 6 gas. But if you start getting a situation like this where you're out of gas, now would be a good time to probably add on some more gas now. So we'll add gas here. Let's add gas here. And let's add gas here. Because now all of our old gases are mining out. That way we're not going to get screwed on, you know, being able to make medevacs and stuff. Okay. And now we can start getting vehicle weapons. Or vehicle armor is what I meant to say. And on these we can make sure we get weapons and armor as well. And yeah. Grab some of these SCVs, send them to this mineral patch because it's definitely not oversaturated. Send one back here. Okay, so our opponent now is lifting off buildings and deciding to fly to a new world. So we can take our army and we can A move this one.
Command center upgrade complete.
And we can Stimpack. We can A move this one as well, down here. With Stimpack. And it seems like he does not want to die. So if your opponent does something like this is the easiest way you can deal with someone who plays like this. There's actually a building right here we can kill. Just grab these units and go, hey, kill that barracks.
Command center upgrade complete.
So if he doesn't want to die, you can go like this. Attack some of your own units. You don't gotta kill everything. Just A-click some of your own units. And now we're gonna take our starports and make Vikings. Okay? We're just making Vikings out of the starport because they're gonna allow us to kill buildings that fly around. Okay. Saturate our gas properly. Oh, this base is done with gas. You can saturate this gas properly. You can grab some of these SCVs off. Send them to a new base. Saturate this gas properly. And good stuff. Now we have 3 base gas running all over again. Okay, so now look at the mini-map. Where's the blue, right? I'm seeing it right there. But if your opponent... Here's a tip on base trades and things that happen in weird ways. And people who hide bases. If you can see your opponent's stuff, no matter where they go, and it also says they have not rebuilt their base and is being revealed, it means all their command centers, hatcheries, or nexus are dead. So all they have left is like a floating starport, essentially. And you can see it no matter where it is on the screen. So notice how it's actually in my fog of war. I can't actually see this. I have no units over here, but I can still see it. It's because it's being revealed. It is what it is. If I didn't see what he had though, if he was not being revealed, the most important thing you should do is check every open mineral line that you don't see yet, because he might be expanding again and you don't know about it. But now, because I can see it, it means this is his last building, so he'll die when this dies. And there we go. Nice. Nice, dude. Ugh. Okay. Moving on to the next game. Game number 3 of Terran's B2GM. And again, it's all about constantly producing out of your buildings the entire time. Don't ever stop doing that. Don't ever stop doing that. That was a pretty juicy nuke. Sorry, I started a new game. Okay. So again, make an SCV. Don't stop producing as much as possible. Don't stop producing. Rally the command center to build a depot to the ramp. SCV spawns. Rally it back to the mineral line. Grab your SCV. Build your supply depot. Put that bad boy down. And keep making SCVs as well as you can.
SCV ready.
Keep making SCVs, guys.
Additional supply depots required.
Okay, let's go and make a barracks. Let's pair this with a factory. I mean, sorry, with a gas, which is going to lead to a factory, but yeah. Keep making SCVs.
SCV ready.
We can control group our barracks while it's in production, so we click our barracks into control 4. We keep making SCVs on control 5. So now we can go 4, 5, 4, 5, 4, 5, 4, 5. Grab 2 SCVs and put them in the gas.
Ah, you scared me. SCV ready.
And now I'll make a command center and then a depot right after this, and an orbital. While making marine and an SCV. Well, orbital, marine, and yeah.
In the rear
So,
with the gear.
barracks is done.
SCV ready.
Let's make an orbital. Let's make a marine. Let's make our natural command center.
Not enough minerals.
Roger.
Okay, we can rally the command center itself to the mineral line, and we can put the command center in shift 5. Then we can take an SCV and go build another depot.
Move it.
Not enough.
Okay, make another marine,
Not enough minerals.
and we can start making SCVs again.
Command center upgrade complete.
Drop a mule. This is why orbital's so important. The reason why orbital's so important is because a mule mines like 4 or 5 times faster than an SCV. Mines a lot faster than SCV, like a substantial amount. And it also mines at the same time as an SCV. It can overlap mining. So it's super, 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 super good for mining. It's very, very strong. And now look, look how I messed the build up again. My factory's now late, and I made 3 marines instead of 2, and I make a reactor. Guess what? It doesn't matter. This is not what matters. What matters is maintaining production out of your base. Maintains production, boys. It's so important. Let's go and make another depot down here. Let's make another orbital command when this is done.
SCV ready. SCV ready.
Let's go and get ready to build another barracks in just a second here. So we're going to make another barracks. We're going to make our second gas because the factory's now done. We're going to make a tech lab on the factory. We're going to make 2 marines on the reactor racks. We're going to make another depot out of our depot. We're going to stack it like that with the grid.
Command
We're going to make
center
SCVs out of our
upgrade
command
complete.
centers. We're going to drop mules on this base.
SCV ready.
And we're going to maintain production. We can grab all these buildings and put them into a control group as well. So we have 2 racks and a factory on the control group. We can re-rally the main to the natural for the proper mineral line saturation.
Ready.
And we can put 2 SCVs on that gas that just finished. Keep building SCVs, or sorry, keep building depots and keep building SCVs. Keep building marines.
SCV ready.
Keep building
Not
tanks.
enough minerals.
And remember what I talked about with high ground? First tank is going to go right there because it overlooks the high ground of the natural. And it's also safe in case we get all in from somebody one bases us.
SCV ready.
So tank goes right here. Super easy peasy.
Go, go, go.
We can wall this off now with a depot right there. Make our starport. Add it into the control group of control 4.
SCV
Add-on complete.
Drop mules again.
Not enough energy.
Okay. Keep making...
armed and
Or actually, just kidding. What we're going to want to do right now is we want to make a command center, actually. Because we have extra supply. And so we're fine around depots for a moment. So let's make a command center like right there. It does not matter where you put it, just make it. And then we'll siege our tank behind the wall. Make a reactor for our starport.
In the rear.
And now we can start making more depots.
This better be good. I can't build here. SCV ready.
Okay, we didn't siege that tank earlier. We need to siege that tank. See, tanks need to be sieged, so make sure you do that. Okay, we're getting attacked. So just keep macroing.
Fueled up, ready to go.
Okay, we can A-move something over here. Just A-move that towards the Reaper. Good stuff. And let's siege our next tank like right over here. Just spread out your tanks in the bottom of your natural. Okay, and now let's make like 4 more racks.
Complete.
Who wants some?
Let's make 2 engineering bays.
Go ahead.
And let's start gas at our natural.
Not enough minerals.
And again, we're still making SCVs. Is this versus AI? No, these are real people. This is bronze. It's just learning the game, right? Okay, so now we have 3 tanks. We're looking for 1 more tank.
Not enough minerals.
We're looking for medevacs,
Not enough minerals.
and we're looking for marines and SCVs.
SCV ready.
Let's make an orbital command on this command center. Let's go ahead and saturate our gases properly. So I selected 5 SCVs. I right-clicked 1 gas. I shifted 2 out. I right-clicked the other gas. I shift 2 out. I right-clicked the mineral patch because all we need is 2 and 2, which is 4. So the 5th one was excess. A little bit of shift-click going on there. Okay, we can grab our barracks that just finished and add them into our control group. Hold down C for reactor. Puts a reactor on all of them really fast. That's where the repeat delay goes in. It's super fast at macroing like we talked about. Let's go ahead and get 2-2 upgrades going on our upgrades there. Keep making SCVs.
Mineral
And
field
for our 3rd
depleted.
command center, let's go ahead and lift it off and send it over towards our 3rd base. We can take our tank right here and siege it right there. And now again, our natural is super safe at dealing with counterattacks.
Butter my bit. SCV. Go, go.
Okay, so now we're gonna get blue flame, start making Hellions, and keep making medevacs and just make a ton of marines
Add on. Not enough
as much as we
minerals.
can. Keep making SCVs,
Not enough minerals.
and we can transfer some SCVs over. We got 8 excess, 8 over 24. 8 plus 16 is 24, so we grab 8. 1 full row is 8. We right click over here, and now it's fixed
Mineral
properly.
field.
We drop some more mules at it.
Raise some hell.
Just keep making units.
Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals.
We can also make an armory at this point,
Research.
and we can make another command center because again, the goal as well is to keep making command centers. Or we already are. Sorry, just kidding. We already are. But yeah, the idea is right. You want to keep making command centers like forever.
Additional supply
You want a piece of me, boy?
Additional supply
Okay, we need more
depots
supply depots. We are supply blocked again, so we don't want to, want to fix that. Ideally, you don't want to supply block at all, but I'm sure it's going to happen to you plenty of times when you're getting used to this build. So, if you have to do something like this where you make like 7 depots at once, I'm not going to lie, that's fine.
Additional supply depots required.
Okay, we're going to lift off our command center, and we're going to build another one. And we're going to take our gas at our 3rd base because it's got full saturation. So we're doing mineral priority, right? Mineral priority.
Mineral field depleted.
Okay. Armory's done. Let's get weapon upgrades. Blue flame's done. Let's get smart servos.
Upgrade.
1-1's done. Let's get 2-2. And keep making units.
Not enough minerals.
Ready for dust off.
Who wants some?
Let's go and get combat shield as well on our racks. Grab some SCVs and make sure we have our gases properly saturated. We put some depots in front of our command center as well against the wall here.
Hell back.
So it helps create a bit of time for us to react
SCV
if our opponent attacks us. We can transfer SCVs or start building SCVs for here because again, we're not fully done yet on SCVs. We're only at 68. Make another round of units. We're not done yet.
ready.
Not enough minerals.
Command center's about to finish, so get ready. We're about to lift it off right away. Make some mules for this base. Command center's done. Lift it off. Build a new one right under it. And let's go take the next nearest base. Let's take this base with this command center.
Want a piece of me, boy?
Okay,
Mineral
keep making
field
units.
depleted.
Fix economy.
Hell back. Coming through.
Grab 3 SCVs over. Put it on the new base we just made. This base is
Command
also
center
over.
upgrade.
Put it on the new base we just made.
Gotcha.
Good stuff.
Ready for
Put another
dust
depot
off.
here to
Research
just create an artificial wall for us. And now we're about maxed out. So let's go ahead and take, again, 2 Marines.
Waiting on
Let's go like this. Hold, hit A, hold shift, click, 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 click. Click one more Marine. A, hold shift, click, 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 click. We're just scouting the sides of the map to see where our opponent has bases. Okay, we're just about to max out again.
Hello to everyone watching. This is the future. Vibes B2GM is legendary and helped me climb from silver to platinum overnight.
Yo, thank you very much, dude. Thank you very much, dude. Appreciate that. Warm edge. Warmage. 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 Thank you, man.
Ready for
I'm glad
dust
Sirius
off.
helped you out too. That's sick. Okay, so we found his base, right? We found his base. And we maxed out now. We're ready to attack around 11 minutes. So let's take our army. Let's go like this. A move. Shift A. I just selected army. And we're doing A move. Shift. Hold shift. Click. 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 The reason why we click here is because he might have blocked the ramp. We don't know that. Now behind this, remember how we always explode production? Let's lift this off. Let's make a reactor. Let's make one more starport, one more factory, which we're going to make both reactors on. We're going to make like 10 more racks as well. So racks, 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 racks. Put it anywhere you can. And always try to leave a little bit of room to the right of it so you can add an add-on to it. Okay, our army's getting in the fight. So let's click it. Or we don't have to click it. We just select our army and stim pack it because we're getting into a fight. So let whatever happens, happens. We just want to make sure we have a stim pack activated as the fight's going to start. We don't need to go too crazy. We're not microing right now. We're just grabbing all of our production and putting it into a control group. So we have 22 production buildings, which is perfect. That's great. So let's remax now because we're losing units during the fight. So we just added on a reactor to our starport and factory over here. We can hit Control F1 and send SCVs back to mining. We can build a new command center up here. And with the new barracks that are finishing, let's make like 4 tech labs. Okay, our opponent's already dead. But we can make like 4 tech labs and then like all reactors. All reactors. And we can make three upgrades as well. Like, make sure all the infrastructure is going flawlessly. And then it would just be making medevacs, making Hellbats, making Marines, making Marauders. And you max out so fast again. And it would just be making sure we spend our mule energy and making sure we fix things like that where we have oversaturated mineral lines that need to be rotated.
What's going on?
So again, something you guys might have noticed, but it's very important, is our very first 3 command centers are always orbital commands. And then command centers, every command center after our first 3 is a planetary, a planetary, a planetary, a planetary, a planetary, a planetary. All the new command centers at the mineral line that are not our first 3 are planetaries. And then every command center we make again beyond that, that is after our first 3 and is not at a mineral line, those, like for instance, like right here, if I'm just going to leave it there, that is an orbital command. And the reason why is because I can drop this, I can click this command center and I can say, hey, you drop a mule way over here. So now that command center just dropped a mule across the map over here to my minerals at a planetary. And then I could also make command centers, or if I have no building room in my main base because it's so cluttered at this point, I could build orbitals around the planetary, and that'd be totally fine. Just 1 planetary per base, and the reason why is because it guards the mineral line, which is what you want it to do. Okay, we can watch. We'll go back and watch the fight really fast. Or that's way too far back. What am I doing? So we can watch what the fight looked like. This is what the fight looked like. Now look at supply. Watch supply in this situation. So nothing's happened really up to this point in this game. The only thing that did happen was my opponent went for a Reaper attack. Remember that? This tank killed 3 Reapers, and this tank over here or something killed 1 Reaper. So a couple tanks killed some Reapers when he jumped in my main base. And did he kill an SCV for that? He killed 1 worker and he killed like 1 Marine or something. He killed a scouting Marine and he killed my worker, which is totally fine. That's all good. But we have a situation right now where we have a 69 supply lead already just through macro, just raw macro. And it's also someone who is just now setting up their 3rd base, and we are setting up our 5th base. So we have a lot more infrastructure to fall back on. So it makes us able to remax a lot faster. So now the fight starts. And we got all of our units here. We got Hellion, Marine Medevac. And our units are in combat, so we just tell our units stim pack. And whatever happens, happens. And now, here's the biggest thing of all. Watch the supply in the top of the screen right now. Watch the supply. Again, we're building during this. We are building a bunch of production during this. We have 12 racks on the way. We have a factory on the way. We have add-ons on the way. We're running into Widow Mines. We're running into a weird concave. This fight's not going the greatest for us. We're both losing a lot of supply. But we're able to start cranking out units at such a quick, crazy pace. And it's getting insane. Because all these racks are finishing right now. And now we have all these add-ons coming up here throughout the process. So the remax potential is huge. It's huge. It's how you're going to win games. It's the skill you need to learn how to do to advance through this game. You'll never go very far without it, without understanding that concept. So many Terrans. Oh my god. Every game's been TBT. Okay. Next game. Same thing again, man. It's about learning. It's about learning production, learning what upkeep of your base is, learning what efficiency is. So 100% uptime of this command center. If you ever find yourself, I'm dead serious. Listen to this again right now, please. It's very important.
Roger.
If you ever find yourself in a situation where you're like, let's say you're watching this right now, but sometime down the line, let's say you're gold 2, and you start losing games more than you want to, and you're like, okay, I'm getting kind of stuck here. How come I can't advance anymore? I'm losing all the time. It's probably because of something as simple as you just don't produce SCVs out of your command center as fast as you should be. Literally. Like, that is such a big common problem for players. That is the most common problem for players that are in these leagues, in the platinum and below. They just don't build out of their buildings.
Go ahead.
Make sure you try to really make a habit of keeping on top of that. Always be producing.
SCV ready.
Okay. So all we're doing is building SCVs. We're just trying to maintain production of SCVs. You can even, if it makes you feel comfortable, queue one up every time. Queue it up. Queue up a second one every single time you make an SCV. So if you ever fuck it up and you miss it and you're like, oh, I'm like 8 seconds late. Well, if you had one queued up, you're actually not 8 seconds late because it still was in production the whole time. Except don't queue it up though when you're ready to make an orbital. Like let the last SCV finish when you're ready to make the orbital command.
What's going on?
So now we're gonna make the command center with an orbital, make a marine. We can grab an SCV off the mineral line and make our second depot.
Will do.
And yeah, go back to producing units. So when this SCV is done building the depot, we can have him then build a factory.
Command center upgrade complete.
You can now build a factory
Your dime.
right there. We can grab it in the control group. We can grab the command center also in the command center control group.
SCV ready.
Okay, we can make a reactor now. We have enough gas.
SCV ready.
We're just making SCVs and we're making Marines. Whatever. Well, we're making a reactor, which will then make Marines. We're just producing. We are just producing.
SCV ready.
Okay, we're gonna make a orbital command here. We're gonna make a depot. Start walling off our natural.
Ready.
We can make a second racks. We can make a second gas. Start making Marines and make a tech lab on the factory. Add in the second racks into the control group of production.
SCV ready.
Keep making SCVs, keep making Marines. Drop a mule on our base. Okay, drop another mule in our base and make another SCVs.
Add-on complete.
Make another depot. We'll start making
Not
tanks.
enough minerals.
Rotate over a couple SCVs to the gas. Rotate over a couple SCVs to the other mineral line because we're oversaturated by 4.
SCV ready.
Calm my heart, it's B2GM again.
Hulk Smash, thank you again very much, dude, for the 5 gifted subs. I do appreciate that a lot. Vibu gifts in the chat for Hulk Smash. And also, thank you very much, Nitro Billy, for the 10-month resub. Thank you, dude. Welcome back. Okay, now we can make a starport.
Go ahead.
Make a starport.
SCV ready.
And first tank high ground. Make another tank when we can.
Add-on
Make another
complete.
depot.
SCV ready.
Make another tank.
Gangway coming through.
Make some more mules dropping on those mineral lines.
SCV ready. Bad news.
And now when the starport's done, we can tell this SCV to make a command center.
Go, go, go. Who wants some?
So we'll have the SCV now build a command center right here. Make a reactor for that starport. Make another depot here so we're walled off.
Go ahead.
Natural's getting pretty close to full saturation, so let's get ready to take gas. So full saturation. Let's now try to take our gas here
Love
at the
you,
natural.
cherish you, appreciate you.
Better be good.
Thank you, Hulk Smash, for the 6 and Figsta for the 15. Thanks, guys. Siege our tank right here. Make another tank. Let's get stim pack now for our bio.
Hey, it's what we've all been waiting for.
Yeah, dude.
You scared me.
Let's go ahead and I didn't mean to lower those.
Add-on
Let's go ahead and saturate our gas here.
Get coins at rally.io.
Yo, Ethereum, thank you for getting 1,000 Vibu coins. Oh my god, bro. Oh my god. That's a lot of Vibu coin right there.
Big job.
Ethereum just exploded. That's cryptocurrency stuff, guys.
Best SC2 instructor out there.
Thank you, dude. Thank you very much, Kovadis. Thank you. Let's get 4 more racks, guys.
not enough minerals.
It wasn't a $1,000 donation for anyone who thinks that that's what that was. It wasn't that. It was.
This feels like Christmas.
I have a Vibu coin cryptocurrency, and he just bought 1,000 Vibu coins, so it does make Vibu coin more value because it increases it because it's a higher demand thingy. But it wasn't actually a no. That's cool that he bought it though, or that Ethereum got it. I don't know who that's controlled by. But thank you, Ethereum. Fuck yeah.
SCV ready.
Thank you, dude. Okay, we go. So now, again, we're just keeping production going. We're going to start making Blue Flame, start making Hellion, start making Medevac,
Not enough minerals.
take our
Not
third command
enough
center to our
minerals.
third base. Let's lower some depots here. Let's make an armory.
Research complete.
Let's make a bunch of depots, because again, we're going to block in a second if we don't. Let's grab a bunch of SCVs and go depot.
Not enough minerals.
Let's make like 4 depots.
Not enough minerals.
3,
Ready for dust.
Not enough minerals.
4. You can like shift click it over here.
Ready for dust off.
Not enough minerals.
Make combat shield.
Mineral field depleted.
Make Hellion. Make a Medevac.
Not enough additional supply.
Drop a bunch of mules here.
Not enough.
Make SCVs.
Add-on complete.
Make all production.
Not
Keep
enough
up
minerals.
upkeep of your production
Not
as much
enough
as possible,
minerals.
right? Make Marines.
Not
Make
enough
SCVs.
minerals.
We're just holding them the button. We're trying to
Not
make it
enough
before we can have it,
minerals.
which is why this adjutant keeps going, not enough minerals, not enough minerals, not enough minerals. Why is she saying that so much? Because we keep macroing faster than we can,
Research.
than we have the money. We're spinning it faster than we have it.
Ready for dust off.
So we just made Hellion, 2 Medevac, hold down the Marine key again.
Not enough minerals.
Good stuff. We can make gas at this base. We can take a couple depots at this base.
Not enough minerals.
Okay, we're gonna get attacked, so let's select all army. A move my main mineral line. Keep making SCVs. Make some more depots. 2-2 is ready to go for bio. Let's also get vehicle weapons while we're at it. Let's get stim pack our army, because he's like there. Our army's engaging, so we can just stim pack it.
Our SCVs
Okay, he's
are
in front of my
under
base now.
attack. Research.
So now we can go ahead
completed.
and group our army up in front of our base. Just group it up. Don't freak out. Keep making SCVs. Keep making
Not
Marines.
enough minerals.
Okay, let's go ahead and grab our army now. A move and stim pack. And don't freak out. Fix our gas here. Keep making units.
Not enough
Lift this
minerals.
off to another base. How's my main looking? Pretty sad. Let's kind of fix that a little bit. Grab some SCVs that just spawned and fix that. Okay, main base is looking good again. So now we're good. Keep making units.
Not enough minerals.
So we're making planetaries now because this is base number 4. Let's go ahead and take another command center while we're at it.
Not enough minerals.
Yeah, for people who want to know, when I actually start microing, it's Diamond League. You don't need to micro in these leagues. Like, people can't macro properly in these leagues, and you really need to work on that so much more than trying to micro out of situations. Because if I just broke those tanks by loading up medevacs, dropping on the tanks with medevacs, losing minimal amounts of Marines, and I microed it for like 30 seconds, and then I just didn't macro the whole time, I'd be further behind than if I just
Command
A-move it
center upgrade complete.
at this situation, if you're not going to macro in the process. Okay, so we're SCV count almost done. We're at 77. Again, we're looking for about 80.
Upgrade.
We got
complete.
another drop coming. We don't know where it's going. We'll just wait till we get attacked.
Our SCVs
Okay, there it
are
is.
under attack.
Let's go and A move right here. Keep making SCVs, guys. This guy's trying to kill SCVs like crazy, but just keep making them and we're fine. Let's also fix this depot wall. Keep making units.
Upgrade complete. Additional
Oh, we're in the
supply
fight.
depots required.
Okay, he's leaving. So now he's going to the other base. Let's just A move our whole army over here. Keep making SCVs. This is oversaturated. Again, priority is looking at the SCVs.
SCVs
Let's start
are
saturating
under
this base with our SCVs. SCV count currently is at 74. Get 3-3 started. Get level 2 weapons on that started.
SCV ready.
Okay, where's he going now? Is he here still? No, he left. Okay, let's go ahead and A-move somewhere else now. Let's or just leave my wait until we get attacked. Just literally A-move my army to the middle of my base and just leave it. Okay, let's make another command center. And SCV count's almost done. Let's rally into this base because this base is pretty undersaturated. Mineral field depleted. Grab a couple SCVs, send it over here. And drop some mules at it, why not? We have a lot. And we're maxed out. So now, let's go ahead and shift click the whole map. One on the right side, one on the
Command
left
center
side.
Upgrade complete.
Check for bases, and when we find one, we're going to attack. Now behind this, let's go for smart servos. Let's get second factory, second starport. And again, let's make like 10 more racks. So racks, racks, racks,
I can't build here.
racks,
We hear you.
racks, 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 racks. Like, that's, I don't know, like 10 or 11 racks right there. That's totally fine. Doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't have to be perfect. You don't have to count literally 10. Just get more. Get like something around 10. As long as you're in the range of 20 to 24 production buildings, you're fine. And right now, we are in the range of 20, and we're about to have 21. So that's great. That's super good. It's going to flow really well for our build. Okay, so where's his base? He's got only one base. We just checked the entire map, and we saw nothing. So he's on one base this entire game. So let's move our army and come over here. So it doesn't matter how much damage we take. If our opponent doesn't macro, we can't lose. Let's go to make a few more command centers.
Center upgrade.
Okay, let's drop some mules. Okay, let's make like 4 more tech labs. And all these barracks now make
Research
reactors.
complete.
And these make reactors as well. Let's actually lift this off.
Command center
Make a reactor
upgrade
out of that
complete.
factory and make a barracks there again. Why not? Now make all reactors on the rest of my barracks. I just held down the C key.
Add-on complete.
Okay.
Add-on
Get level 3
complete.
on that. Get these upgrades right here. And now all of our production's set up and ready to go. We can rally it all to like right there. We can grab our command centers as well. Let's take our army now, and we're going to go like this.
Complete.
A move, Shift A move. Shift A move. And now our army's getting close to the fight, so let's go ahead and stim pack and forget about it. Let's expand again.
Add-on.
Check our economy. How's our economy doing? Good. 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 Okay, let's drop some mules then. Drop, 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 drop mules.
Not enough mineral field
Mules are good. Okay, and then now we can make these all these other command centers that are about to finish. We can make them into orbitals,
complete.
all this kind of good stuff. GG. Now we can make marauders, marines. But look at the supply here, okay? Look at the supply. It looks like we were taking damage, and you're getting people get freaking out. They freak out all the time, right? You freak out all the time. But look at the supply when we got hit by tanks. Okay, watch this. This is what our supply looked like when we got hit by the tank timing. Look at the tank timing. So he shows up at my base with a medevac marine drop in my main mineral line. And how much have I lost already? I've already lost 11 units. Let's go before this even started. Okay, he's showing up right now with the medevac in my main, right? From our perspective, we're like, dude, okay, this is annoying. We got a drop coming into the main mineral line. I haven't scouted anything. Oh no, this is bad. We're losing SCVs. We don't even pull them away. We just, how many SCVs die here? Dead, dead.
Upgrade complete.
Dead, 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 dead. Dead, dead. Bunch of SCVs die. We'd already lost 9 SCVs right there to that drop. 9 SCVs already died to that drop, right? That's terrible. It feels bad. You're like, oh man, I'm falling behind. Hellions die. My medevacs are getting shot by these marines. All that stuff. It didn't feel great, right? I just took a mineral line that was fully saturated to 5. Felt pretty terrible. And then not only that, but this happens. And now this guy uses that medevac drop of marines as a like access into my third base area here between my natural and my third to set up tanks on me. But look what's happening during this whole process. I lost 11 SCVs, and I'm ahead by 28 still.
Oh, yeah.
I'm still doubling the worker count, even though I lost 11 SCVs to that attack. Yo, Frozen Tundra, thank you for the 5 gifted subs, man. What up? Welcome back. Hey, welcome, everybody. Thank you, thank you. So we're massively ahead in economy. We're super far ahead.
Oh.
And now all we do, again, is look at the macro during this. Look at the macro during this. What are we doing right now? We're macroing. What is my opponent doing right now? He is microing, which is why he has 1,800 minerals and 800 gas on one base.
Yeah.
So this needs to kill me, essentially. Otherwise, he's dead. He doesn't have a future behind this. So all we do is we group our army up out of tank range, and then we aim like we group up everything so we don't run into tanks like in single file line. We group up out of tank range, and then once my army's kind of grouped up in a blob right here, like in a safe area, then we just A-move and stim pack. That's all it is. And what happens with the A-move stim pack? We didn't watch it, but now let's see what happens. We just have too much. Still, that was a good trade for him overall, all things considered, for how much of my Marines died for what he had there. But it doesn't matter because look at the production during the fight.
8-month streak. We could almost have a baby by now.
Thank you very much, David Hill, for the 30-month resub, and Kaizo, thank you for the 4 months. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter that I lost more resources, and I've lost more units in total, because I've mined way more. Look at the mining. So you might be like, oh, Vibe, you lost 500 more resources there. That was not efficient for you. You also lost 13 SCVs so far in this game. Not the most efficient, but then I go, well, look at this.
Oh, yeah.
We're paying for all of it so much with how much we're mining. And it's only going up because we're not stopping SCV production as well. So that's the key to really advancing at this game. It's not about freaking out about everything that attacks you. It's about literally A-moving it. Just because you do have to kill it, just A-move it. It's fine. And then out macro your opponent. Just macro. And now if we fast forward, look at the supply now.
SCV ready.
Mineral field.
It's going to be like doubled the entire time pretty much.
Our SCVs
So now is when he... So this medevac right here, right? Look at the production. The medevac drops me with a bunch of Hellions. And I'm losing SCVs like crazy again. I've now lost 23 SCVs and counting. And he boosts away,
Upgrade complete.
to my next
Additional
base.
supply depots required.
and he comes over here and sees what he can do here. I have a tank. Remember, this is why I leave my tank siege the entire game. It helps with things like this. He starts landing Hellions in the middle line, and they just die to the tanks. And the medevacs lose their entire payload of Hellion. But in the end, he kills 23 SCVs. And even though I've lost 23 SCVs, the SCV count is 74 to 28. So I should have actually had, at this point now, 97 SCVs. If none of them died. Like, it's crazy if you just keep building workers. And my opponent is legit one-basing me the entire time. So now, again, look at the supply on top. We're maintaining a double supply situation here the entire time.
SCV ready.
And now when we decide, okay, it's time to
Mineral field
attack,
depleted.
there just isn't enough for your opponent to defend. And not only is it the ability to have the one max, but what do we do when we max out? We make all the other barracks and the factory starport. Two more buildings of factory starport, one of each. So we're on a total of 2 factory, 2 starport, and like 20 racks, or like 18 racks. And it allows us to make cycles of supply of about like 60 supply a cycle, which is insane how fast you can remax.
Command center
SCV ready.
And our opponent has no ability to do that because our opponent's playing this game off of where is his base? 2 barracks, 1 factory, 1 starport. He's playing this game off of 4 production buildings. We're playing this game off of 24 production buildings. We have 6 times the amount of production that he has. Does that make sense? Like, it's crazy how fast this gets out of hand. So now, if we look at the end of the game here, when we're maxed out, this is just what it looks like when we go to his base. So we just A-move it, and then we stim pack as we get close to his base, and we just go back to macroing.
Oh, yeah.
And again, just before the fight starts, let's look at economy one more time. Look at that mineral income to the other mineral income. How can you compete with 5,000 minerals a minute with 279 minerals a minute? You can't. You physically can't. I could lose this entire army and kill nothing, and I could remake it before he could kill me. I could remake this army before he gets to my base because we have 24 production buildings right now. And again, there's no micro here. It's just a move. Because again, we're trying to macro during the process. Look at the difference of macro here. There's a lot of stuff going on here. There's nothing going on there. It's because we're macroing. We're not microing. We're not tunnel visioning our attack. We're tunnel visioning the macro because we need to get good at it. That's what is required to be good at this game. That's what's required to advance beyond a threshold of lower level. Oh, promo time. Bronze 2, boys. And there you go. There's Bronze 3 and Bronze 2. Oh my god. We made it. We made it to the next level. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next one.